Bass heads, happy Monday. Happy Monday. If we haven't met yet, my name is Ted and I talk bass. Today we're going to break down We Are One by Frankie, Beverly, and Maze. What inspired me is I was scrolling on Facebook, as one does, and I saw the incomparable Tony Lindsay with the Maze experience, or the Frankie Beverly experience, I believe is what they're rocking. Doing We Are One. We Are One is a tune we play in New Orleans quite a bit. It's just a really great song, and it is also a great vehicle to piggyback off of some of the things that we talked about in depth last week. All right. So I should tell you, actually, first and foremost, I have forgotten my manners. Stream is brought to you by PocketScience.store, the Pocket Shop. We got brand new for Father's Day coming up. We got the Low Note Provider, a new Low Note Provider mug. We got the Funk Communion t-shirt and mug, and a whole bunch of other groovy stuff up in there. Tampa checking in. I see you in the building. Okay. Before we get into the actual tune, let me piggyback off of the stuff that I was talking about last week and the importance of being able to visualize your scale, chords in that scale, or the arpeggios within that scale. I had to clean these glasses off. Why y'all let me come up in here with dirty glasses, man? Tampa, you let me come in here with dirty glasses. Don't do that again, man. Don't do that again. All right. Of course I'm kidding. All right. So first thing we're going to do is look at the key of B flat. Pulling out what is this, a Sterling? This is actually a loner. I got good friends. My dear friend Josh Bubanak, who I've known for 2 decades, said, "Hey man, why don't you hold on to this bass for a while?" And I've been holding on to it for about 1.5 years now. So Josh, I'd say he's not going to get it back, but he's a big dude. So, I don't want the smoke. So here's the key of B flat. Every major scale has a relative minor scale. The relative minor starts on the 6th scale degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, if Rob says my bad. So if that's 6, then that's also 6. So you can find the relative minor by counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or counting down 1, 7, 6. Now let's look at the minor scale from that position. All right. That's just using the fingers that I use naturally in the scale while playing that scale. Let me play that minor scale again, natural minor. So G, B flat, A, D. Okay? Let me make sure that this isn't too loud for you. Now I'm going to, so with the fingers that I would normally play the scale with, G, B flat, A, D. This is going to, is it slap or finger style? This is going to be all finger style here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play octave shapes. So my first finger is going to be my guide. So I've come out of the textbook fingering for the scale so that I can play those octave shapes. The core, now the core rhythm, the framework of the groove is what Robin played on the recording, but I'm switching up the rhythm of the octaves just a little bit. Let's play it. I'm gonna play it with the drum groove. I don't want to get in trouble with the copyright people. I am using Songmaster Pro to get stems. All right. So here we go. Oh, thanks so much for the compliment on the t-shirts. And thanks for your purchase. So now I'm using the fingers that I would use. Now watch this. I'm gonna play the minor scale, okay? What's up, Bassline Project? I'm gonna play the minor scale, the natural minor. Now I'm gonna play the relative major. Minor, major. Now I'm gonna connect them. All right. That's the A section. Then we got a B section. We are one. Okay. Let's continue to talk about the A section first, and then I'm gonna explain what happens in the B section and why it works. Okay, so I'm on the wrong chord. Here we go. Octaves. We'll keep it simple. Ah! Now I'm gonna make it. Okay, so now we're at the A section. I mean, at the B section. So the B section, we are one. No matter what, we are one. Let me stop disrespecting Frankie like that. So remember, I said we can view this as B flat major, or G minor, all right? But that major scale is our mothership, all right? And what happens is now it goes to the 4. If I'm thinking about this in the key of B flat, from a vantage point of B flat, we are one. That would be 4-6. Or if I'm looking at it from, what's up, Ali on bass? If I were looking at it from the vantage point of G minor, that would be 6-1. Okay? What do you mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or from G minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is why it's so important to count the scale degrees when you practice your scales. That E flat is the 4 of B flat major. Another song that does a movement similar to this is that comes readily to mind is the song "Sign Your Name" by Terrence Trent D'Arby, which is in, I believe, F minor. If I'm correct, if my memory serves me correctly, I believe is in F minor. But on the bridge, it goes to the 4 of the relative major. And what does that do? That gives it, one, the song has got this melancholic feel in the minor key, right? But it's, I lied to you. It's in G minor. It's in G minor. Wait, I don't remember. I'm going to say it's in F minor. So if it's in F minor, the relative major of F minor is going to be 4 frets up. It's going to be A flat major. It goes to birds never look into the sun before the day is done. That, you got this this melancholy vibe. And what happens on the bridge when it goes to the 4 of the relative major, that is a device that all of a sudden makes it have this lift. Like it gives you a sense of hope almost when it goes to the 4 of the relative major. So that's a similar thing, that's a similar vibe that's happening here with the maze tune. So on the intro, boom, do-dum, what is that? Okay, that D, that root D is the 5 of the key that we're playing in, or the root of the groove is going to be that G minor, and there's the flat 7. 1, 2. We are one. We are one. Now, when I played that F, that's just a whole step. We are one, and that's the way it is. I one. 5 flat 7. Dun, dun, da, da. Okay, so now that's the bulk of the tune. The tune has an A section and a B section. One question that I get I haven't gotten it in a while. Like when people say, people always ask me. Well, people don't always ask me, but people sometimes ask me, how do you survive these things? Songs are like Lego blocks, right? You have you know, your intro, your verse, your chord, all that stuff, and they're just sections of the tune. And so when you think this groove goes like this, or this section goes like this, it has this chord progression or whatever, and then this part has that, right? So if a singer wanted to like go back and forth or vamp a certain section, which happens a lot, you know what I mean? You have those sections down. Question from Darius Jack. Ted, when you say relative minor, that is correct. It's a great question, and that is affirmative. Because the major, the minor share the same notes as the major. That is 100% correct. And for me, as per usual, what I'm saying here on the good old internet is not the way. It is simply a way. And for this guy, I can't tell you how proud I was of myself at about 13, 14 years old when I said, oh, wait a minute. This is related to that. All those they're related. So was that like the most musically innovative, stimulating thing in the planet? Absolutely not. Not by a long shot. But I'm just illustrating how those notes work together. So that was a great question, and you are 100% correct. Relative major and minor, they share the same notes. All of your modes are going to share the same notes. And so some people will look at the whole thing, and I'm kind of one of these people who look at the whole thing as sort of a sound, as opposed to, getting too far off in the weeds. But a mode is just starting the scale from a different place. So the relative minor, another name for that is Aeolian mode. I started in Aeolian, but I ended up on Ionian. That's why those things work together. So there's one other part in this tune. And that's one that will bite people on the rear end, because it's such a big part of the tune and everybody has to do it. So if you don't know it, you don't know it. If you are trying to simply remember If you are too many games by Maze. You know what a Maze tune that I like is Colorblind. Go check that. You got to go check that. You talk about a funky cut is Colorblind. I won't get into it today, but Colorblind is a dope tune. Okay. If you try to remember shapes alone, you can get by only so much with that because you don't really have context. You know what I mean? I'm trying to say it that way. So shapes have their place. They have their place. But if I know also, essentially I'm playing a D minor pentatonic. So I'm playing a minor pentatonic starting from the 5 of G. And it goes right back into the thing, right? When you get a lick like that, now you know how the sausage is made. Play it somewhere else. Take it out of context. And then open D. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Woo. Okay, that, my friend, is, I love the questions and the comments in the comment section when you do that. Lets me know that I'm doing all right. So I appreciate it. Listen, we're getting a lot of good feedback off of the merch from the shop, and there's some good stuff in here. More designs coming. Some of these are older designs. I've got one of these on the way for myself. Can you play 12th fret D as well? Good question. Let's get into it. So I wouldn't do that because it's the same register and we need the lower D, right? So what you're asking about, can you play the D on the 12th fret? This would be just this. It's not wrong, but it doesn't have the same amount of weight as this going to the lower D. These little when you are learning like pentatonics and stuff, it is really cool to then start listening and observing where you hear pentatonics in the wild. One of my favorites is That's a C minor, but it goes through all these positions. So we have C minor. There's our C minor pentatonic in one position, but C minor is the relative minor of E flat major. So to the question earlier, if I end up on E flat, sorry. Sounds like I ended on E flat major pentatonic, but if I go, sounds like C minor, right? Another Stevie pentatonic line I'm thinking about right now. How does it go again? That's actually a tough one. I used to play that 3 days a week, and we'd always play it towards the end of the day of a 5-hour gig, and sloppy. All right. Anyway, that was Maze, Frankie Beverly, We Are One, plus some other stuff. So I hope that this has been helpful. Again, if we haven't met yet, my name is Ted, and I talk bass. Good to see all the bass heads, regular bass heads in the chat. Share this with a friend. Until I see you again, it ain't rocket science, it's pocket science. Peace, y'all.